Hi.
Hello.
We're starting.
Hello, everybody.
Here I am. We have to wear a mask. We have to wait for the wear a mask part. Where is it?
I'm put it in ramekins.
Oh, okay. Good idea. Okay, last minute change of plans, I see.
Well, you know when you have a recipe in your mind, and I was thinking that I had a ceramic, more of a Dutch oven type custard cooker type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom had one we had growing up my whole life. And I don't know why I was just like seeing that in my head.
You thought you had it too?
And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't have that, but then I have ramekins and we can do it that way. So it's fine.
Yeah. The important part is you have the ingredients.
Yes. So how's it going?
Pretty good. This has been a weird day, hasn't it? The weather's been crazy.
We went from 100-degree weather to like,
I know, it's barely 75.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not complaining. It's much more comfortable. I haven't been able to go into my sewing room for quite some time because I was just too hot. But I did today.
Apparently you did go in your sewing room because look at this.
Woo! Here, whoops, here. No, this way. Now you guys can see it. Yes, I made Lisa an apron.
Look what she made me. It's so beautiful. This is a French Provençal print.
It's so pretty. It's not so pretty. I really love it.
You transformed it into.
It looks so cute on you.
It's really gorgeous. Thank you so much.
You're really welcome. I'm glad. I'm glad it fits.
All right. Well, we're starting a new trend.
You're making trifle on the first day of the apron.
Oh my God. This is so crazy. So, short story. My mom had her like key wow dessert in our life, and trifle was one of those. You know, you're having a dinner party, and then the hostess brings out the blah, and it was always super striking in a beautiful glass, like a crystal bowl.
Yeah.
Lady fingers and the whipped cream and the custard, and just like so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was a special occasion. I decided, because I could have made the cookies today. I could have made the lady fingers, the custard, the whipped cream, but not all three. So because we haven't done custard when we've made cakes here before, I was going to.
You need it for ice cream too. Like a lot of ice cream starts with custard. Yeah.
This is a classic vanilla baked custard, which I adore. And I'm going on a cleanse in a few weeks, and I won't be having any dairy products, so I might as well bring it on. But anyway, so to my surprise, World Market is open now. You can go in the store. I haven't been able to.
Oh, I love their food area.
So I found these Maison Colibri. They're madeleines, and they're just like so yummy French butter cookies. And they're made from no palm oil, no preservatives, no GMO. They're just like super tasty. So I'm going to use those for the trifle.
You know, this just FYI, and this is for people who live near us. Cloud Foodie will sell madeleines in containers, like bags that you can take home.
Okay.
And they are so good. Okay,
I should have done that. You know,
I've met those to people.
I didn't think of going to a bakery. That would have been a good call.
Yeah. Well, if I'd known, I would have told you. But just so everybody knows, Clafouti has super good madeleines, and they sell them in like by the dozen.
If you're not from Santa Fe, it's like the ultimate French bakery experience.
Oh,
And
so good.
Food, and it's a great place. Okay, so here's the thing. You can make it all if you want. Basically, a trifle, traditionally, the British trifle is, and I never make it this way, it's Jell-O,
What?
whipped cream, fruit, and you soak cookies or sponge cake and cherry, and you do the fruit and you alternate, and it's like that. I will not do it with Jell-O
No.
myself, but
I've never made it with Jell-O. I've only done it with custard and whipped cream and fruit.
Well, that's the really British way, right?
Yeah.
But we're in America, so no.
I know, right?
Sorry if anyone took offense. So I like it with either sponge cake, ladyfingers, some kind of absorbent cake or cookie, whipped cream, berries.
Yep.
You can soak the cookies in sherry or some kind of liqueur, or orange muscat or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
If you want. If it's the kid version, I was going to make tonight some raspberry coulis and just that, non-alcoholic, and then whipped cream and authentic homemade vanilla custard. Now imagine the creativity in this. You could do a chocolate version. You can do any kind of fruit. You could do any kind of custard. I'm just doing my kids really like. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna you have to make the custard first.
Yeah.
Why do I pick these things that take 20 hours? I don't know.
I don't know. When I remember, I have a trifle story. When my dad turned 50, I made him a trifle because he loves fresh fruit.
Oh.
And I went, and I was not very well off at that point, and I went out and bought a glass trifle bowl just for that occasion.
Wow.
And I'm not really sure how well appreciated the effort was, but I will never forget what I did. Because it was so beautiful.
These kind of things are a labor of love for sure.
Yeah, they are for sure.
And this is the type of dessert that is a main event that people it tastes great and it looks spectacular. So you can either do it in the dish like you described, all in one, and it's this gorgeous thing you bring out to the table, and then you scoop out, or you can make it an individual. Like my mom always did it too. She did it one of two ways: either the big bowl or like a beautiful champagne flutes or some kind of crystal. So I keep thinking of what are excuses to use our heirloom, plates and all of our beautiful things. We're at home. Why not? Might as well make a thing of it. But anyway, so I'm just right now going to be separating 6 eggs. While we're talking, what else is happening with you?
Today I got to listen to 2 of my favorite people in a Zoom room, Hal Sparks and Karl Frisch. Karl Frisch has a coffee group twice a month, and it's called Coffee with Karl, and he always has a guest on. And so his guest was Hal Sparks today.
Oh,
and Hal Sparks, I say. And Karl Frisch. So it was a double whammy. And Jody Hamilton was also there. So it was great fun. And it was a long discussion. We talked quite a long time, politics and comedy and what this time in pandemic time means for artists. And it was a great conversation.
Well, what were some of the takeaways? What were some of the...
Well, I will tell you one of them. This was one of my hashtags that I got from Hal, and it's called #woodshed.
And what?
Because, well, we were talking about this time, and I've had the idea for some time that eventually theater was going to come back, and it was going to come back strong because people were going to be starved from having done this all the time, looking into their phones and, not having enough contact and everything being virtual. Yeah, but now I think, and Hal was saying it too, that he thinks once we come out of this, theater is going to come back ragingly big because people are going to be starved for that contact once we can do it again.
I agree.
Yeah, I do
totally
too.
agree.
So right now for artists, if you want to be making this into a positive, would be to what he called woodshed, like hole yourself up and write and hone your craft and be ready for when we get out.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I just said that to my friend Terry today. One of my writing partners on a feature, and good friend, he and I were saying the exact same thing, that it's going to come back raging, and you have to be ready. We say that all the time. So there are silver linings to this introspective time. Like, it's quiet, right?
Yeah, it really is. So it's time to hole up and become the creative person you are, and whether that's like you're learning to play the piano, or you're writing, or you're taking a class and learning something. There's a lot of things that you could be doing right now instead of going down the rabbit hole of, oh my God, I can't do anything and this is too depressing. And it's not. I mean, this is a time where you can really do some stuff, I think, for a lot of people, obviously.
That's inspirational and good for artists to know and to cope, because this is really hard.
So this is really funny. Hal played a character called Donald Davenport in the show Lab Rats.
Are you kidding me?
Isn't that funny?
Listening right now, the other Donald.
I know. I thought that was super funny.
That is so funny.
Yeah. So yeah, he's been on. Well, he was the Talk Soup person and Queer as Folk and lots of stuff. So yeah, and he also has a podcast on YouTube called, I think it's Infotainment Wars is the name of it. So look him up. He's funny. He's on Twitter. He's hilarious. And he could be coming to Corona Kitchen.
Well, I have my own Hal Sparks story, which I could wait for another time to tell, or I could do it now, where I was a producer and we had the same car in the same parking garage working for the same network, and his wife, and he used to comment on how shitty my car was and how great theirs was. And I just stood there thinking, like, someday maybe I'll afford to redo my car. It's so funny. No, I just think he's brilliant. He's totally brilliant.
He's a brilliant guy. Yeah, he is. So anyway, that's what I did today. And I also spoke with Karl, whom I love. And so if you guys need to know about him too, it is such a great thing that he does. It's called Coffee with Karl. And I'll post the link in our YouTube description about how to get in touch with him about that. But it's a great Zoom conversation we have a couple times a week with different guests, and he's fabulous.
Awesome.
Super smart, super funny, and he also cooks.
I think you've been dropping a few clues.
A few cues in Corona Kitchen.
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
So while we've been talking, I have separated 6 eggs. I'm going to be using the yolks. I'll save the whites for something else. I put in to my copper saucepan 1 1/4 cups whole milk. Now I'm going to put 1 1/4 cups heavy cream.
We love our dairy. Somebody said we miss you. Who is that?
I left the market going,
oh, Heidi.
Boy, did I just buy a lot of dairy products. 1
Ooh, ooh, we love cow.
Because I have to buy all the whipped cream too for this, you know?
Oh my gosh, it's raining.
Is it?
Yeah.
1 1/4. So I'm putting in my vanilla. Now, if I would have thought about it, Debriana, I would have come by and gotten some vanilla bean, but I do have the organic pure vanilla extract, so you just
did you look for vanilla paste in World Market?
I did.
Did they? And they did not have it, did they?
We found. Okay.
Dang.
So I'm gonna put a tablespoon of this in. Maybe a little bit more because I want it to be vanilla-y.
Oh, Vivian's watching. Look, we have a lot of people watching right now. Hi, everyone. Linda, Scouty, Peggy, and your sister there, Heidi. Hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm putting this on medium, and you don't want to burn it, right?
And you guys all know she has that pan. I covet right now.
One of my favorite things. Hot. So I'm whisking and I'm stirring until it boils. And you have to be careful. Let's see the recipe. You bring it to a boil. So this is just the vanilla, the cream, and the whole milk. Medium saucepan. Okay. Then I have to whisk together the yolks and sugar in another bowl until light and fluffy, and then I slowly whisk that into here. So I might try to do it at the same time. I already have my yolks in here. And how much? I think I'm adding half a cup of sugar. Okay. So unless I had a little assistant. Anyway,
I know, assistant.
Can you come here and help me for a second?
Can you train Edgar?
Edgar, he's too short. Okay. Can you just whisk for me for 2 seconds?
Hi, Deb.
Teenage bolt. But can't you just do it for 10 seconds? Come on. He doesn't want to be on it. It's okay.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to be the octopus lady.
I can do this. I can let it sit for 2 seconds while I put in the thing. Sugar.
Yeah, you'll be okay.
I can do it. I just
this is how you do it if you're the only one in the kitchen, people.
I know, right? Okay, half a cup of sugar. All right, I get my other whisk.
Is it only a half a cup?
It's only a half a cup with 6 eggs. So, yeah. So I'm just whisking this. Very easy, light and fluffy. Okay. I'm going to do it like this. Da, 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 da.
This is octopi cooking.
It is. But, you know. So then I'm going to slowly put this in.
Well, you have to go slow, and this is the reason why, because you don't want the eggs to cook.
Right. This
in the milk.
Boil first. I'll turn off the heat, and then I'll put the egg mixture in. So I have time to whip it up too. That on that other side of it. But so I'm gonna bake this in ramekins in
individualized.
As we learned last time.
She's so talented.
When we made, remember when we made, was it rice pudding and I put it in Mary? What did I do?
Yeah, oh yeah, you did. I think you did.
What was it?
I don't know. This is episode 121 or 2 or something.
I don't even remember anymore. But yeah, you have to put this in water again when you bake it.
Yeah, it was the rice pudding.
Yeah, and it just makes, it's just great for the custard, those types of things.
So if you were going to do this, if you were going to take some of the hot liquid and put it into the egg yolks first to raise the temperature of the egg yolks, and then pour that mixture in to the pot, that would be called tempering the eggs. So that's just if anyone needs to know that.
Should I do that?
Well, you could, or you could just be really slow pouring it in.
I could call my mom and ask what she does. She probably does it.
Oh my God, Regis Philbin died today.
No.
Oh, it was his.
He was the original. He was the original Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah.
For the life
That was his final answer today. He's done. But I thought of him when you said life.
My mom and dad loved Regis. He was also a Notre Dame grad, as was my father, so he really loved him. And they'd watched Regis and Kathy Lee for years.
Really? I was not a fan.
And that's okay.
And that's okay. But God rest his soul. He entertained a lot of people for a lot of years.
He sure did.
Doing a lot of things.
He sure did.
Okay. Lisa is multitasking. She is good with the whisk.
It's heating up beautifully. It's heating up beautifully. I do not see any boiling yet. We're close.
Okay.
You don't want.
I think every time everyone goes into Trader Joe's, they should say, "Please bring back the vanilla paste."
Vanilla paste. It's out there.
It was half the price in there that it is anywhere else, if you can find it. How's it going?
We have achieved. Let's see.
Simmer?
Well,
God, I wish you guys could hear the rain. It's so beautiful.
I know. It smells so good. I'm so happy for it not to be the horrible heat anymore. Okay.
What does the t-shirt say?
It says Hrvatska, which is Croatian for Croatia.
Mine says Nasty Woman, which is American for Nasty Woman.
Well, I want to point out this is now the second day in a row where we've worn t-shirts the same with writing on it. The same color. That's
okay, so weird.
That is so funny. Okay. So pour it. Okay, whisk until I slowly whisk in the hot milk until completely combined, and then pour in a custard cup. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off now because it is definitely boiling. It's perfect. Starting to bubble up. Oh my God, the rain! Yay! Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm slowly going to whisk it in here.
Watch her do this.
I'm gonna let it
love matching t-shirts. I know we totally did not plan this. We didn't plan it yesterday. It's just of 122 days together. And you guys see us this time. There are many days when we are together before this, earlier in the day, discussing other things before we get here.
It's so nuts. It is so crazy. Okay, Edgar, move it. He is so funny. He's like, Mom, and I just want to sit by your feet when you cook.
Can't I help with the custard, Mom?
You know he would. I have to move this for a second. Sorry. Okay, I'm getting out the custard cup. Okay, I have 3 because my brother-in-law broke one when he was here 2 weeks ago.
Oh no.
So that's
well.
3. You know what I have? Because this is Corona. I have these great
oh, those are cute. Those are so cute.
I mean,
I don't have ramekins. I should get them. I just don't have them.
You know, I could put the whole thing in a ceramic pie thing.
Yep, you could.
I'm kind of thinking that because this is not for beauty, it's to bake it for the trifle. So it doesn't have to be,
You're not having a dinner party because, hello, no one is.
I'm not having a dinner party. I wish you were. Doesn't that sound fun?
Yeah, no one's having a dinner party.
All right. No one will be having a dinner party. Okay. So, that means that I can put this in. Will it fit? Oh God, it fits. Yay.
Yay!
Okay. So I'm putting my ceramic sanding, bulletproof sanding, in the roasting pan. I'm gonna put half up with water.
So it's sitting in a water bath. Yep.
So I'm gonna do that now. I turned the heat off the milk and cream.
Okay.
So filling this up, filling it up. And oh, by the way, the oven is at 300 preheated.
Okay. All right. So when are you going to pour the eggs in the cream?
I'm going to do it right now.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to get this ready.
Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go, folks. So I don't know if you can see this, but I'm down here.
Where's your camera person? Oh, I can see that.
Okay. So 2 whisks, dueling whisks.
I feel like I wish we could pipe in dueling banjos song.
Okay. So again, I kind of love my heritage. I don't know about you, but
yeah, I don't have a lot of things that say Italy on it. I feel like I'm a walking advertisement for Italian.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'm whisking it, and I'm gonna slowly pour it. I'm tempering it a little bit, like you say. I just put it in.
Yeah, you don't want those eggs scrambling. That would be
Ew.
Still.
Ew.
Ew.
Disgusting. So I'm just putting a little bit of time. And it's a beautiful yellow because it's only egg yolks.
Mm-hmm.
God, the scent of this is just such.
Oh, I know.
Childhood my mom was a custard master. She still is.
My husband's pretty good at it. He's gotten good at it from becoming an ice cream maker.
Well, you have to, because that's part of the real deal ice cream is making the custard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's more. Now I'm gonna go left-handed so you can see it better.
Woohoo! Be careful. That is not a pot holder. I'm just saying.
No, it is not. It is a rag.
It could be dangerous. I just have to say, here's one of my kitchen accidents. I've done that because I do that all the time. Grab the dish towel, and it gets caught in the grates of the stove.
Ow.
So that has happened. I'm just saying.
Oh, dear God.
But I'm one of those, if you give me something to trip over, I will find it and trip.
Okay, so it's looking great. No weird curdling, no weirdness.
Yay.
I'm whisking it as I go. I'm just taking my sweet old time.
Okay.
Incorporating it. And then all we do is we're going to put it in the ceramic baking dish in the water outside of it, otherwise known as the bain-marie. And then it's going to bake after that. And when it is through baking, it has to cool. And then is the fun part really is assembling the trifle, because then you get to be super creative.
Yeah.
Custard, the madeleines, the whipped cream. I'm gonna make raspberry coulis, and then the berries, arranging them. That's fun. I'll do that. I'll take pictures.
Yeah, when I made it for my dad that time, I used nectarines and peaches and berries, strawberries, blueberries. You can use anything. Yeah.
It's a very regal thing to present, and you feel. That's why I posted Maggie Smith today from Downton Abbey. I felt kind of like a countess.
Yes, and you have a countess apron on.
Yes. I felt very special. I had handmade, custom-made clothing waiting for me.
Yes.
I go home from the market. So this is the last of it, folks.
Yay. So I'll just say, when you make custard on the stove and you don't bake it, there's a way you can test when it's done. Sometime we'll do that too, where you drag your finger across the spoon,
Oh yeah.
and if it leaves a mark, like a clear path, then the custard is done.
We should do it that way too. Now, my mom never did it with cornstarch, and there are a lot of recipes out there I've noticed that have cornstarch, and
I never do. I just do it the real way, the French way.
I think the people that do with cornstarch are like, hey, I might fail. You just have to believe in yourself. Okay.
It's just like being backstage before you go on stage. You just gotta give it.
You are enough, Debriana. This custard is enough.
I'm reflecting that back to you now.
We're doing a little Meisner right now. For the
and there's another performer watching us, Felicia Ford.
Oh my God! I love how somebody thinks we have matching T-shirts, like we planned this. That's so hilarious. Okay.
I know, it's really funny.
Second day in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then.
How long are you going to bake that in the oven?
Okay, I believe that this is 30 to 40 minutes, and it has to. There's no longer liquid when you touch it in the center. You have to cool it on a wire rack, and you want it to be completely cold. These are things that just take frigging forever, but they're worth it.
Yes.
The cool thing about this trifle is it's one of those desserts that you can prepare the day before. It's still super good, and the more it fills, it gets perfect. So you don't have to be busy the day of your dinner party making the dessert.
Yeah.
Or even assembling. You're just, but then again, we're not having any dinner parties, so.
No.
Okay.
So are you going to butter the custard dish or no? Just pour it in?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just going to pour it in right now.
Yay.
Here we go. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just pouring it in.
Well, you're down a tunnel, but we can see it.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful.
It smells so good. Vanilla and cream.
It smells like. This is my memory of like getting my wisdom teeth out, or I wasn't feeling well, and my mom wanted to do something special for us, and so she would make custard. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the oven now.
Oh yay!
Watch out, Edgar. Move it. Do you want it?
Edgar's not helping today.
I want to be on camera.
Hi, Eggers. Hi, Eggers. So cute. Pug love.
Oh my God, it's so heavy. You just want a diet like mommy.
Everybody's got to do a Corona. Give it up.
Watch out, baby. Move it. Move it. Okay. So I'm putting this down first, and then I'm going to put the thing on top of it.
Are you going to actually set the dish inside or just have it underneath?
Inside.
Oh, okay.
It fits. That's why I'm doing that.
Okay.
If it didn't fit, I wouldn't.
Yeah, with two liquids like that, you have to be super careful.
You really do. Okay.
Debbie LeMay says, my mom always made tapioca when we were sick. I love the smell of milk and vanilla cooking. I do too.
See,
I love tapioca.
That's the whole thing. Me too. We should make tapioca. I'm gonna take the camera down here so you can see.
Oh, look, a camera person.
Can you see what I'm? Let's see.
Where is it? Oh yeah, there. Yep, okay. There it is. Look, beautiful.
All right. Okay, baby. You're going in. You're going in. I'm putting the timer on.
Okay. Well, at least we have a cool day.
I know. Thank God. Okay, I'm going to do it for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to check it.
Check it. Mm-hmm.
It'll probably be 40 minutes, but I will put it down in the recipe. What's kind of cool about our show is we do a lot of testing while we're doing this. So when you get the recipe, it's totally perfected of what did or did not work, and we tweak it.
Yeah, it tests. We test it.
Kind of nice for the viewer.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
will be much more spectacular than just the custard.
Mm-hmm. Lisa will be posting her epic Facebook post with 1,000 pictures.
That was a little much last time. I apologize.
I love looking at pictures, but sometimes you have to.
It was a little much. But that bread had so many steps, and people didn't see the steps, so I just wanted to do the steps. But
it's delicious. Well, thanks everybody. We will be posting it, and we'll be back tomorrow
for another episode of Corona Kitchen.
Corona Kitchen. And here, I won't forget to play us out because I did last night.
I'm so tired, I don't even think I noticed.
I know, I remembered today.
I feel like this moon girl in a Western.
My husband's dancing in the kitchen too. Well, thanks you guys. Everybody be safe, wear masks, and manja.
Be good to each other, and don't